Minnesota is joining 22 states and Washington, D.C. in legalizing recreational marijuana use for adults 21 and older. A lot of conversation is happening about how we will regulate that, impacts on businesses, and even expungements or conviction reviews.
But what about how it'll impact our health? I found out there's a lot that we don't know because it can't be federally researched with those rolling legalizations. It's been clear for a while now, smoking tobacco kills. The link to cancer is high. But what do we really know?
Right now, we're just in the baby stages of research
about smoking weed.
We know much less about cannabis.
Is there one that is more harmful to our health?
It's really very difficult to say at this stage.
We took that question to Dr. Crystal Smith, an assistant research professor at the Washington State University College of Medicine. She's been digging into cannabis research for the past several years. Is smoking marijuana worse for us than smoking cigarettes, or the same?
Don't see the cancerous effects coming from smoking cannabis that we do see from smoking tobacco. There's a very, very clear line of research that, links tobacco use, tobacco smoking to lung cancer. We don't really see that in cannabis use. There are connections not only between cannabis use and other types of cancers, for example, testicular cancers. For people who use, especially when they use high THC and when they use younger.
Though some say smoking anything is bad for us. Dr. Charlene McAvoy, a physician and researcher at Health Partners, is a pulmonologist specializing in the respiratory system. Her advice is clear. Would you advise your patients against smoking anything, no matter what it is?
Yeah. I mean, that's basically it. We should all strive and work towards breathing clean air.
The American Lung Association says smoking marijuana clearly damages the human lungs and advises against use while calling for more research. Are there any known carcinogens in marijuana if you're smoking it?
Yeah, there absolutely are.
What about edibles? Is that less harmful on our bodies?
I would probably say yes. You're not being exposed to the combustion, to the tars, to a lot of those issues. And I really think that if you are going to compare one to the other, that using something that's edible is less risky.
And what about vaping? Is vaping less harmful or more harmful?
So vaping is typically considered to be less harmful than smoking cannabis flower.
Though Dr. Smith says vaping anything can pose other risks, like potential heavy metal consumption. Still,
in direct comparison, vaping is much less risky than smoking it.
Dr. Smith says her other big concern with marijuana use is for women of childbearing age. There's a correlation, she says, between cannabis use and babies being born smaller or preterm. The CDC says marijuana use during your pregnancy can be harmful to your baby's health. And all the experts we spoke with say young people using cannabis can see greater risks as they're still developing. The CDC says marijuana does affect brain development and that children and teens are especially susceptible. And the effects on things like attention and memory can be permanent.
We know when you're exposed to cannabis early in life, as the brain is developing, the impact can be long-lasting and can be really life-affecting. And that impact can be not only on cognitive functions, but also on your whole psychological well-being.
There are some very distinctive connections between use of cannabis for youth and negative like psychosocial outcomes, higher rates of depression, higher rates of school dropout, other drug use or other substance use.
Smith says there's no safe age to smoke marijuana, but
as far as where I think we need to draw the line, it should be mid-20s.
Some food for thought, you two. I want to say that none of this is meant to replace medical advice from your own provider, and I want to be super clear on that because what I learned is that it really depends on your age, your gender, how it interacts with medications that you're on. So this is not blanket advice. If you're going to introduce this into your lifestyle with this new legalization, talk to your doctor if you have concerns about it to understand your specific risk. Bottom line, everyone I talk to including like the CDC's website says we need to do a lot more research.
Yeah.
And it's tough when you can't do that on a federal level.
Right, yeah, because these national randomized trials are the gold standard to getting this data, right? Different people from different backgrounds, but we can't do that right now because it's still federally illegal.
Yeah.
The smoking point is great. I mean, like no more than I would stand on top of in front of a forest fire or a campfire and breathe in the smoke.
Yeah.
I'm never going to smoke anything, period. Everybody in my family has either died of heart disease or cancer, and so I'm just off that train completely. But the edibles, that's an interesting point.
Yes, yes. I think that Charlene made that point very clear. Smoking anything is not
Just
great for our lungs. And it's good, though, Mike, that you understand your personal risks. And I think that's really what people have to do and make their own decisions. So I don't know.
It's going to take a few years, though, like you said, until we get more of that data in to understand what we're working with.
Yeah, a lot of question marks out there still.